Don't hesitate to get help when you need it, even if it's in your field of expertise. I'm learning to thrive in the gig economy. Would you like to learn too? I've been a writer now for all of my professional career. It's almost 40 years I've been writing professionally. But I had a circumstance over the last year or so that I just wasn't working out. And I got very frustrated with it. I have a novel that I've written, and I've been trying to get agents interested in it. And the way you do it is you send a query letter, although now it's email, but we still call it a query letter, to these agents saying, please look at my novel, my draft. I wasn't getting anywhere. Still, just couldn't get any agents interested at all. And I kept thinking to myself, it must be because I'm just not doing a good job with the letter. Because the two times that I've actually talked to agents directly, they've been interested in at least looking at the draft. Still haven't gotten anywhere, but at least they looked at it. They were interested enough. They looked at it. So I couldn't quite translate what I was saying to agents into a query letter to get other agents interested. I just couldn't do it. And, the indication or the inclination inside you is that, well, I've been a writer for 40 years. I ought to be able to write a query letter. But the fact of the matter is, you can be good at one part of writing and you maybe not good at other parts of writing, or whatever your field is in. Maybe as an electrician, you're really good at wiring houses, but maybe you need help when you're wiring something else. Maybe, if you're a painter, you can paint nice landscapes, but if somebody wants a portrait done, well, maybe you can't do portraits. Maybe you can only do landscapes. And, in my case, I was fortunate because there was a young adult author, an author who writes young adult novels, and she offered to help me. And she lives out in California. Her name is Kes Trester. And she's got 2 novels out. And I'll put links to her novels down below. I've read one, it was really quite good. And I've ordered the second one, I haven't gotten it yet. And I asked her to help me with the query letter. And we went back and forth. And I tell you, she really drilled me on this. And I had to rewrite it. It was like I was a little kid again, But I'll tell you, in the end, the query letter's really good. Completely different than what I was trying to do. Completely different. But it's really good. So now I'm starting to send that out, and I'm hoping I'll get some responses. But regardless of whether I get responses right away or not, the fact is she opened my eyes to an area of writing that I didn't know a lot about and I wasn't very good at. And now I feel like I'm more comfortable with it. And that's the key. See, even if it's in your area of expertise, you're not going to know everything. And so if you can reach out to somebody in your area and say, can you show me this? Let me see how you're doing it. Well, you can learn a lot. You can really learn a lot, and that improves what you're doing. And who knows, down the road, I might be able to pass my knowledge on to someone else. Do you hesitate to ask for help in your area of expertise? Do you feel like you can't do that somehow it's an ego thing or whatever? I don't know. But I really believe that there's a lot to learn out there. And no matter how sharp you are in what you do, there's somebody out there that has a different angle that's just as sharp, maybe even better. And so you should reach out when you can. Take the help. Don't hesitate to take the help when you can, because you'll learn a lot. And what do you do? Do you ask for help, or do you just suffer through it? I'd be curious. Put a comment down below. And always like and share the video. I always say that, and subscribe because YouTube likes that. And I just want to add one other thing. What I did for Cass, because she didn't want to get paid, was I bought her books. And when you have a friend that's an author, or somebody that's an author, always buy the books new, because that's how they get paid. If you buy a used book off eBay or somewhere, it doesn't help them. They don't get paid for it. So you always want to buy new when you want to help out an author friend. And always, always leave a review as best as you can. Try to focus on the good stuff because authors really live by reviews. It really makes a difference for an author if you buy the book new and you leave a review. Anyway, that's a little aside. It's not the subject of this week's video, but I just wanted to get that out there so people understand that authors live and die by sales of new books, not used books. Until next week, take care.